Yeah, this is scary. Hey there, cool cats. Are you ready to meet your new best friend? I'm talking about ChatGPT, the brainy language model that's been trained on more words than you could read in a lifetime. Don't worry, ChatGPT won't hog the conversation like your grandma at Thanksgiving dinner. In fact, it's programmed to be a great listener and to answer your questions with lightning fast speed. Today, we're going to put ChatGPT's creative writing skills to the test. That's right, we're going to see just how creative and imaginative this little AI buddy can be. We'll give ChatGPT some prompts and see how it responds with its own unique spin. Trust us, you won't want to miss this. Now, you might ask yourself, why are you talking that weirdly all of a sudden? Well, technically I didn't. This introduction were not my words, but the ones by ChatGPT. I simply told it to write an introduction to a YouTube video about itself, and voila, there you go. Kinda intimidating, don't you think? By the way, if you're watching this and still don't know what ChatGPT is, first, get away from the rock you've been living under for the last couple of months, and second, listen up. ChatGPT is an AI that will give you immediate responses to whatever topic you'll type in the chat. Want a summary of a novel? You'll have it. Want a news article about Chinese balloons? There you go. Want a stand-up act in the style of Shakespeare? No problem at all. It will write literally anything within a couple of seconds, and if you don't believe me, well, you can go and try it out yourself right now, because this AI is free. You might not be able to sign up right away though, since the servers are at its max capacity most of the time. Now, with that out of the way, I don't know about you, but I'm impressed, but also kinda intimidated by this uncanny little piece of technology. Admittedly, right now the results are already very good, but still needs some rewriting here and there in order to be usable. But give it another 6 months. What then? Will journalists lose their jobs? Will you ever write code yourself, or simply ask ChatGPT to do it? And what about creative writing? Will authors still be a thing, or is this all over now? If you're interested in my thoughts on these questions, just leave a like to this video and I will make another one where I'm sharing my point of view. But trying to be a writer filmmaker myself, I'm curious to find out how good this engine really is. So I gave it a task. I asked ChatGPT to write a screenplay for a new Marvel superhero movie. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you what it came up with. Let's go. Fade in. Exterior, New York City, day. A busy street in New York City. Cars honk, people walk on the sidewalk, and sirens can be heard in the background. Okay, so far so good. New York is a plausible setting, home of Peter Parker, I get the choice. Makes more sense than a village in Nebraska. Suddenly, a huge explosion rocks the city. Oh wow, that was quick. People run and scream in terror. Well, of course they do, that just was a huge explosion. Cut 2. Interior, newscast studio, day. A news anchor, Jason Taylor, sits behind a desk with a serious look on his face. Jason, into the camera. Breaking news, a massive explosion has just rocked the city. Our witnesses say it came from the heart of the financial district. Cut 2. Exterior, explosion site, day. The area is chaos. Firefighters are trying to put out the fires. I mean, that's kind of the job, isn't it? While police officers are trying to evacuate the area. Amidst rubble and chaos, we see a figure rise from the ground. Oh, here we go. It's a young man in his mid-20s, Jason Stark. Is he Tony's long-lost brother? Jason Stark, covered in dust and ash. He has a strange symbol on his chest. It is Tony's long-lost brother. Cut 2. Interior, newscast studio, day. Jason. Wait, so both the news guys and Tony's brother are called Jason? Okay, maybe there's a reason to it, let's see. Into the camera. And it looks like there might be a survivor. We're getting responses of a man with a strange symbol on his chest who appeared after the explosion. Cut 2. Exterior, explosion site, day. Jason Stark, still dazed from the explosion, looks around, trying to get his bearings. Suddenly, he feels a strange energy coursing through his body. He feels like he has been given a gift. Or a curse. Kinda like the ambivalence here. We don't know whether Tony's brother is gonna be good or evil yet. Pay attention, Disney! Cut 2. Interior, newscast studio, day. Jason, into the camera. We're getting reports that the man is exhibiting strange powers. This could be the beginning of a new era for the Marvel Universe. Okay, you have a heck of a report out there, man. They're really good observants. The dialogue, well, a bit more subtext would have been nice. But hey, it's a Marvel movie in the end, right? Also kinda breaking the fourth wall a bit, Deadpool style. Cut 2. Interior, Jason's apartment. Day. Oh, which Jason now? Which Jason? Somebody tell me, this is so confusing. Jason is trying to figure out what has happened to him. He discovers that he has the power to manipulate energy. Alright, I guess Tony's brother Jason, not news guy Jason. Unless the MCU film is gonna be a satire about the power of media or something, but I guess not. He decides to use his powers to help those in need. He creates a suit made of energy and calls himself the Crimson Guardian. Guys, I swear I'm not making this up. This is pretty accurate MCU Disney kind of writing so far. Cut 2. Exterior, New York City. Day. The Crimson Guardian is flying through the city using his powers to help those in need. He stops a bank robbery, saves a burning building, and even fights off an alien invasion. Like it was nothing! Iron Man who? Where has his brother been all these years? Cut 2. Interior, Newscast Studio. Day. Jason, I guess news guy Jason again? Into the camera. Right. And the world is watching as the Crimson Guardian rises to become one of the greatest heroes the Marvel Universe has ever seen. Cut 2. Exterior, New York City. Day. The Crimson Guardian is standing on a building, looking out over the city. Crimson Guardian, to himself, I will protect this city no matter what it takes. Fade to black. The end. Wow. The Crimson Guardian. I mean, this is the best Marvel film I've ever seen. Okay, let's get serious again and talk about the screenplay for a moment. First thought, of course this is too short and has too little characters or settings or dialogue, and you could not turn this into a massive $100 million blockbuster just as it is, even though some studios might be tempted. The story is very stereotypical, there doesn't seem to be a villain in the story, and we don't get any backstory of our hero, besides being Tony Stark's brother of course, but overall I think ChatGPT did a pretty good job. I mean, you mustn't forget, this is the first draft, so to speak. I don't know how good Disney's other first drafts are, even the ones written by humans. I didn't tell it to add more scenes, or add dialogue, or humor, or any of these things. But if one had the time, you could go ahead and do so until you have a way better result. It got a good setting, it got a decent origin scene, cool abilities, like controlling energy is pretty dope. And if one would write out this alien invasion sub-story a bit, you could actually come up with a proper idea for a movie. Now, I have to admit, I made it rather easy for ChatGPT by telling it to write a MCU film, since they are very schematic, mechanical, and not as creative as, I don't know, Everything Everywhere All at Once, for example. I'm not sure how good this AI will hold up to a film like that. But in conclusion, will ChatGPT replace our writers within the next week? Probably not. Will it change the world as we know it? Yeah, for sure. Who knows, maybe we will watch the first fully written AI movie in a bit of time, maybe we won't. I'm fascinated by this piece of technology and still, I'm a bit scared of it, because one day it might actually write better than any human can, and what then? If you want to hear my thoughts on this, leave a like to this video and I will make a second one where I will talk about my idea of future creative storytelling. Also subscribe, it would really help me out a lot, and let me know your thoughts on ChatGPT in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.